Anhelina Kalinina was born on February 7, 1997, in the Ukrainian city of Donetsk, which at the time was known for its rich cultural history and diverse sporting environment. Raised in a family that appreciated the value of sports, Anhelina was introduced to tennis at a young age. Her father, who was an avid tennis fan, played a significant role in sparking her interest in the sport. By the time she was 6 years old, Kalinina began taking lessons at a local tennis club, where her natural talent and competitive spirit were quickly evident. Growing up in Donetsk, Anhelina faced some challenges early on due to the political instability in the region. However, tennis became her escape and her passion, providing her with an avenue to focus on her goals. As a child, she spent long hours practicing and honing her skills on the court, and by her teenage years, she was competing in junior tournaments. Her athleticism, combined with her resilience and drive, helped her to stand out among her peers. By the age of 13, Kalinina was already participating in prestigious junior events across Europe. Anhelina's early career was defined by her commitment and tenacity. She quickly earned a reputation as a player with a strong work ethic and a bright future ahead of her. Her ability to compete at a high level at a young age propelled her onto the national stage, and by the time she reached her late teens, she was considered one of Ukraine's most promising young players. Transition to professional tennis. Gaining ground on the ITF circuit. Kalinina transitioned to the professional ranks in her late teens, and in 2013, she began competing on the ITF women's circuit, which serves as the developmental pathway for players hoping to break into the WTA Tour. Like many players transitioning from the junior circuit to the senior tour, Anhelina faced an uphill battle, competing against seasoned professionals who had more experience and a greater understanding of the demands of the senior circuit. In her early years on the ITF circuit, Kalinina encountered both the highs and lows that are typical for young professionals. She participated in numerous tournaments across Europe, gaining valuable experience and slowly improving her game. Her persistence paid off in 2016 when she won her first ITF singles title in Bucharest, Romania, a significant breakthrough in her career. This win marked the beginning of her rise on the professional circuit and boosted her confidence to continue pursuing her dreams at the highest levels of tennis. As Kalinina's success continued on the ITF circuit, she began to make her mark in higher-level competitions. The steady accumulation of ITF titles, combined with her resilience and strong performances, helped her improve her ranking and earn more opportunities to compete in qualifying rounds of WTA events. She continued to impress in these events, advancing to main draw matches and gaining experience against top-level players. This gradual upward trajectory marked her as a rising star in Ukrainian tennis. Career peak. Breakthrough and consistency on the WTA Tour. Anhelina Kalinina's career reached a significant peak in 2020 when she broke into the WTA Top 100 for the first time. Her consistent performances in both singles and doubles, combined with her increased level of confidence, set the stage for her breakthrough on the main tour. Kalinina's steady rise through the ranks was a result of her dedication to her game and her continuous improvement in all aspects of her play. Kalinina's breakout year came in 2020 when she reached her first WTA singles quarterfinals at the 2020 Palermo Open, showcasing her ability to compete on the WTA Tour. Although she didn't claim the title, her performance in Palermo caught the attention of the tennis community and marked her arrival as a serious contender in the women's game. That same year, she continued to make strides by consistently advancing through the early rounds of WTA events and establishing herself as one of the most promising players on the tour. The year 2021 proved to be another important milestone for Kalinina, as she reached the third round of the French Open and the quarterfinals of the 2021 Hamburg Open. These results helped her to maintain a consistent ranking in the WTA Top 100 and further cemented her status as a rising star in the women's game. Kalinina's strong baseline game, powerful serve and mental resilience were key factors in her success during this period. Her playing style, which revolves around hard-hitting and aggressive rallies, made her a tough opponent for players across various surfaces, particularly clay, where she enjoyed a strong run. As her ranking climbed, Kalinina's performances at Grand Slam tournaments and WTA events continued to impress. She reached the second week of the US Open in 2021, marking one of her best Grand Slam showings to date. These performances brought Kalinina widespread recognition, and she was increasingly regarded as one of the top young talents in women's tennis. Main achievements and playing style. Anhelina Kalinina is known for her aggressive playing style and her tenacity on the court. A powerful baseliner, she relies on her deep ground strokes and solid movement to create opportunities during rallies. Her forehand, which is both consistent and aggressive, is one of her key weapons, and she is able to dictate points from the back of the court with ease. Kalinina also possesses a strong serve, which allows her to hit aces and control points from the very start. Her main achievements have included consistent performances in WTA events and at Grand Slam tournaments. One of her career highlights came in 2021 when she reached the third round of the French Open, marking her first deep run at a Grand Slam. She followed this with strong showings at the US Open, where she reached the second week of the tournament, further solidifying her status as a player to watch. Additionally, her first WTA quarterfinal appearance at the 2020 Palermo Open signaled her potential to compete at the top level of the game. Another significant achievement came in 2021, when she reached the fourth round of the Australian Open, one of her best Grand Slam performances at the time. Her ability to maintain composure and fight through tough matches was widely praised. Her climb into the top 50 of the WTA rankings and consistent victories against top-ranked players have marked her as a future contender for titles on the WTA Tour. Her achievements are not limited to singles, as Kalinina has also enjoyed success in doubles. She has claimed several doubles titles on the ITF circuit and WTA events, further showcasing her versatility as a player. Her partnership in doubles has often complemented her singles performances, with her ability to adapt her game to different formats making her a competitive force in both areas of the sport. Challenges and setbacks. While Anhelina Kalinina has enjoyed significant success, her career has not been without its challenges. Like many players, she has faced injuries that have sidelined her at various points. Injuries have often been a source of frustration, as they disrupted her momentum and forced her to focus on recovery rather than on competing. Another challenge for Kalinina has been adjusting to the ever-changing dynamics of the WTA Tour. With so many talented players emerging each year, it has been difficult for Kalinina to maintain a steady climb in the rankings. However, her persistence and mental fortitude have allowed her to navigate these obstacles, and she remains determined to continue her rise through the ranks of women's tennis. Final years. Continuing to build momentum and stay competitive. As of 2023, Anhelina Kalinina continues to be a prominent presence on the WTA Tour. Though she has yet to capture a WTA singles title, her consistency and ability to perform at a high level suggest that she is on the cusp of achieving even greater success in the future. Her ranking continues to hover in the top 50, and she is increasingly regarded as one of the most promising players on the circuit. Kalinina remains focused on improving her game and breaking into the upper echelons of women's tennis. Her goal is to reach the top 20 and challenge for major titles. With her powerful baseline game and competitive mindset, she is well positioned to achieve these objectives in the coming years. As she continues to compete in WTA and Grand Slam events, Kalinina is looking to make deeper runs in major tournaments and eventually capture her first WTA singles title.